Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly review. Quite a tough week to be bullish on, and unfortunately, I keep calling the bottom, which didn't come. But I am still bullish. Everything I'm seeing is pointing to uh, impending strong move up, and the market underneath the surface has been quite bullish. Like this is yesterday's heat map, and you can see quite a lot of green here. The problem was the liquidation in semis and mega caps. I'm pretty confident like someone got caught on the wrong foot on semis and with the leverage position on the SMCY ARM Nvidia, something like that, and they got this looks like a liquidation for selling. So some casualties in mega caps like Meta. Maybe it was caused by Netflix earnings as the catalyst, even though Netflix earnings were decent. But yeah, this looks like a liquidation. Under the surface, the breadth was quite positive, and it's visible in all the breadth indicators. Like this one is curling up after getting into the reversal zone. This one curled up visibly, started going up. The McClellan oscillator printed a minus 51 from the lows of minus 102 or something. And yeah, that's that is breadth. Then we we have Qs with an 8% correction so far. So 7. My portfolio surprisingly performed decently. Like I'm still red like a couple of percent to 3%, but got saved by TLT, which is slightly up. Uh, Starbucks, which went up. D, this one is my favorite position. Like it bounced off the confluence of 150 and 200 MA and is trying to break out now. This recovered nicely. And Nike. So these 4 or 5, however many they are, offset my losses in MU, Marvel, and some of the other tech, and only ended up slightly red for the week, which is a win. I still have like 35% cash, which I hesitated to deploy yesterday, um, mainly because of how mega cap tech looks and SMEs look. And let me explain what I mean. Moving averages 20, 50, 100, and 200, and we are kind of in the middle of nowhere. We have a gap to fill here, so I think it's plausible that we continue lower on Monday, do a last push down. This is far from certain, but we can go as low as another 4% on tech, and this is also mainly due to Nvidia, the way it looks. From my analysis on Twitter, I did on Nvidia. It was mostly looking at OI, and I said to 900 is a top a resistance. If it goes above 900 is 1200, something like that, and below, if we lose 800, we go to 700 quickly. We have this huge gap here from the last earnings. We went almost to the beginning of the gap, but I think it will fill it, and that will be confluent with a 100 MA here. It has another like 10% down potential, a bit less, 953. But I don't expect this to be a candle like this. I expect it to we go down, the dip gets bought, and we reverse. Everybody's been saying that the tech didn't give any dip opportunities, any pullbacks. SEM is the same, and now when we finally get a nice dip to buy, people are scared to buy it, and it's understandable. But don't worry, it will get bought 100%. And my target for Nvidia, if we see continuation down Monday, Tuesday at max, I'm assuming only Monday, is we continue down the way here. The dip gets bought below 700, and we have a huge counter rally. May even close the day green instead of red. So this is why I hesitated yesterday. If we get this move on Monday, I'm I'm going all in bullish, and that's gonna be it. But I hesitated because I can see continuation down. Like you can see it in most names, like even Marvel. We're very close to, even though this held up pretty well, we're very close to the 200 MA. AMD, same, very close to the 200 MA, and to the end of this demand zone here. But I wouldn't be surprised to see like another 6-7%, and then we reverse down, because it is the way it is. Like what else? Apple looked funky as well. We are very close to this long-term trend line area. We just broke below horizontal support. I can see it push a bit lower before the rebound, 4 or 5% lower. So yeah, this is why I hesitated. Fortunately, I have a lot of non-tech names and portfolio is holding up well. But and when this dip comes, I am buying a lot of tech. But for now, it's pretty constructive, aside from tech. We can see even in Bitcoin, like it held its gains well. This looks extremely bullish. As soon as we cross over, recapture this trend line and we go up, it should go up like a rocket. Then when we look at VIX, huge rejection here. This type of candle is usually a top signal. Like it's very rare that we go higher after getting this type of candle. We can go higher if we do a pullback. Like if we now do something like this, go to 16, then we maybe go higher. And that's a valid possibility. But in general, when we get this type of candle, it's either the top or we get a big pullback. Like you can see this candle here. You can see the first one here, like it went sideways for a couple of more days, but that was kind of the top. It never closed above this level. Like this was the last closing high. After that, it tried to go higher, rejected. It closed lower, closed much lower, tried to go up again, tried to go up again, but closed lower. So in general, this type of candle is a top. Like went up, got big rejection, tried to go higher a couple of times, but it eventually went lower. Same kind of thing here. Big red candle. Tried to go higher, never managed to go higher than this, and it eventually went lower. Even this big rejection. Tried to go higher, never succeeded in closing above this level. Then big fade away. And on VVIX, we have clear lower highs. These two have to go hand in hand. Like if VIX cannot go higher without VVIX going higher. On yields, this candle looks scary, but not that much. I think it's just respecting a pattern of lower highs, and it will eventually turn down. Same for DXY, same for oil. The candle on oil is super fucking ugly. Like, tried to go up again, faded everything away. How big was this? 5% reversal candle. Let's 4% reversal candle. It's not a good look, and I think we may see it needs consolidation to go higher. Like it should hold the trend line, something like this. But for now, momentum is kind of broken. Maybe it eventually does this and goes to that 95 area. But for now, it should be a period in which we don't we see it consolidate around here. And if it breaks down, back to 75. Okay, now back to SPY. Like I said for VIX, this usually is a top, but it can go higher if it does a correction and then maybe it goes higher. And on the McClellan oscillator, we tend to see bullish divergences before the final lows are in. So this one is the lowest, then a bit higher and a bit higher, while the market makes lower lows. And this is the sign. This is a good long-term bottom. For now, we've only seen the first leg lower because we closed much higher than the lows on the McClellan oscillator. If we get a push down on Monday, like I am assuming, this will make a lower high. Even if it's a minus 4% day, I highly doubt that we go this low, and I don't think it will be a minus 4% day. But it will be a lower high. We will have price going lower, but McClellan oscillator going higher, and a bullish divergence. This is a signal for a bottom, and we should see it go up. Now, question is, what happens after we get the first bullish move up? Because we could see a pattern like this. This happened over multiple weeks, and with this pullback, I think it's quite likely that we see something similar. Like we haven't reached the AVO up from the low. We still have a bit to go. So my expectation is kind of towards the downtrend not ending, but like I said, getting this move up. And this move up can be depending on if we go even lower on Monday, it will be very spectacular when we go up. Potentially even hitting the trend line, which is like 510. So let's assume 510 for now. Let's assume we go even lower, maybe break 49 for a brief moment, then we recapture, and we will have a very swift um, bullish period that should last like around a week. Let's say until the 26th, maybe until the month end, in which we go up to, let's say, 510. But then we can have another 2 week period of down in which we actually complete the AV up tag and go like 480, maybe even briefly below 480, something like this. This would make it a more solid bottom. The minimum would be a retest of the 490 area that we will probably see. So I think we go up. It's imminent that we go up, but because of the way this played out, I think it's less likely now that it will just be a pure V reversal and we start the next leg up now. I think we go up to like 510. We get rejected from 510. We at the minimum retest 490. Uh, More likely we go even lower, and that bottom will be the final bottom. And when we break out, we start a new leg and go like to 530 or something like that. Not as steep, something like this. So yeah, these are my thoughts on the situation. Hopefully it helps. Uh, I know it's scary, but stay strong, and I think we go up very soon. Have a good one. Bye bye.